Good morning, brothers and sisters, boys and girls. We're outside again. So yeah, man. And today we're gonna be talking about how dangerous are bikes, why they're dangerous, and reasons why they're actually quite safe. This video is mainly for people who are into bikes, they like bikes, but they're too scared to ride them, etc. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Big up to all the people them that do subscribe, the people them that watch, the regulars in the comments. I see you. Let's get into it. Right, so the first thing I say is normally when I speak to people about bikes, and it's normally people who so there's different types of people, right? So you got the ones who have never ridden before and they just hear about the horror stories. Now I get it, there's a lot of horror stories about people coming off bikes, getting hit off bikes, etc, etc. But the thing is, no one ever checks into how the rider was riding, what the person was doing, etc, etc. Yeah, that's number one. So when we speak about road users, thousands of people die in cars every year, but nobody says I don't want to have a car because X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Because someone died in a car crash. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's definitely a bias when it comes to bikes, and I think the bias might be that it appears that it might only be a certain type of person that will be into bikes, or maybe it's only people if they're mad head sitting or good they would like bikes. So from the gate people think that you know, he's gonna do like 180 on the bike or something. Do you know what I mean? So that's one kind of aspect of it. Then you've got the other guys, and I really hate this, and I urge guys to please, riders, stop doing this, man. It's really irritating. So they will get someone to get on the back of their bike. They'll be like, yo, jump on the back, and they'll put someone on the back and they will literally open the bike up, strangle the throttle for dear life. Yeah, meanwhile the person on the back is absolutely flipping terrified. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not good, because what happens here is when you take them off the bike now, they're left with that horrible memory of getting on the bike and the man was doing madness, doing wheelies and all that sort of stuff. I've heard bare of them stories, yeah, and it's irritating because it gives it a bad name. Do you know what I mean? So guys, please stop doing that, man. Please stop doing it. If you're gonna put someone on the back who's never been on a bike before, never experienced it, just ride the speed limit. Do you know what I mean? If you're gonna give a little acceleration to the speed limit, cool, innit? But stop doing that, doing one-ers and all that on flipping like residential roads and that, going in and out and that, scaring the fucking shit out of them. Just stop doing that, man. It's flipping stupid, man. Like, just stop, man. Flipping up. So then you've got folk that use the argument that you know, the bike can do 100 miles an hour, right? But so can most cars. Most cars can do 100 miles an hour. Do you know what I mean? Like, always letting me know that the speed guys are there. Respect. So anyway, now obviously we're one of the smallest road users, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So it's harder for us to be seen. So if we're small and we're harder to be seen, then what we should be doing is wearing stuff that make you more visible. You know, maybe like a high-vis jacket, which I haven't got one on today, but obviously these things are reflective and stuff, and maybe a bright colored helmet makes you easier to be seen. This bike is vegan, some plant-based green bike. You can't miss it. You're gonna see it. Do you get what I'm saying? As I said, or did I say it, bright colored helmet. I'm not wearing a bright colored one, but they're things that can help you to be seen, right? Also your positioning. So if you look now, yeah, I'm dominating the center of my lane, so that car in front should be able to see me in both mirrors. Do you know what I mean? So I've got the maximum visibility right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Cool. Obviously on a bike you're on two wheels, so if you're on two wheels it's easier for you to lose balance. right? Especially at slower speeds. Do you know what I'm saying? So I understand that. I get that. But some of us come out on our bikes 7 days a week, right? We do quite a bit of miles and we're okay, we go home. I have instructor mates, yeah, and they ride every day, 7 days a week, no problem. So I think where it's really aimed at is guys that ride for leisure. Because if they're riding for leisure, then more time, they might be crazy, doing crazy stuff. Do you know what I mean? Also, we got to think about the actual roads itself. So your potholes, your debris, your little stones, roadkill, any sort of, you know, litter and stuff like that in the road. Do you know what I mean? We will be most affected by that. I understand that. Okay? So this is why we should be defensive and be planning ahead of what's happening. Do you know what I mean? Because if we plan ahead of what's happening, we can see everything, the road and the people on it. Do you know what I'm saying? So that makes it easier for us to figure out where we need to be and what's going on. Do you know what I'm saying? So, generally speaking, bikes are dangerous, of course, in the wrong hands. But also, people say things like, well, it's not about you, it's about the other road users, the cars and stuff. I agree to a degree, but I'm going to disagree to a bigger degree, otherwise I wouldn't be riding. Do you get what I'm saying? So I agree that the other road users might be doing stupidness. I agree and I understand, right? However, what you've got to do on a bike is you got to be what they call defensive, right? So being defensive, guys, is about having a plan of action, yeah? And being at the right speed and the right distance for what's going on. Do you know what I'm saying? So planning way ahead is going to be your friend. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to plan ahead of what's happening so we don't get caught out. So like, for example, if I look way ahead down there, I can see that there's nothing going on. However, I can see there's a man there doing some work. There's a little bit of a junction thing there. Anything can happen, so I'm defensive. I'm ready just in case it happens. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not doing no crazy speed, so I'm able to get them brakes on or get out of the way in good time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to be defensive on the bikes. So when we're talking about other road users and stuff, if I look in my mirror and I see someone doing something crazy, like getting too close, moving a bit erratic, I'll just move out of his way. That's me being defensive, right? It doesn't mean I'm going to have to necessarily put the throttle on and keep it stepping. I'm going to move out the way and let him go. Do you know what I'm saying? That's me being defensive. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm riding and I see a guy in front and he's moving a bit mad, I'm going to pay attention to him. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm ready for whatever he's going to do. Do you know what I'm saying? On these bikes, and even when you're driving cars and stuff, yeah, we can actually influence what people do outside of us. Like, for example, if I'm going to overtake or something, yeah, right, or I'm going to move over, the moment you start doing that, doing the lifesavers, guess what? The driver behind, when he sees that, he knows that you're looking to step. Do you get what I'm saying? So he'll move accordingly for the most part. Do you know what I'm saying? See, look, there's a zebra crossing here. I can't see over there, but I'm ready. See? And this is what I'm saying. It's about being defensive. Do you know what I'm saying? So yes, bikes are dangerous. Can be very dangerous, yeah, to yourself and others. But yeah, we gotta know what we're doing. So another thing, see, look at that there. Take over the shoulder. Give it enough time so I can see what's coming down. Right? So another thing is how vulnerable we are on bikes. Now, of course, 100%, we're very, very, very vulnerable on bikes. Do you know what I'm saying? All it is us and the bikes. Do you know what I mean? Now, to try and minimize that, what we do is we wear gear, right? So we wear proper jacket that's got all the armor in it, proper trousers that's got all the armor in it, proper footwear, and gloves. Do you get what I mean? So if we had a slip or a slide at say 30 mile an hour, we should still have our skin and we should still have our palms, because the first thing that's going to come out is our hands. I mean, look at this guy here. Like, what is he doing? But you see, I wasn't ripping around the corner, so I've got more than enough time to do what I'm doing, to get myself out of the way. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I come out every day, well, mostly every day. I try to anyway. Well, I come out a lot, let's put it that way. I'll come out very often, and I'm actually good. Do you know what I'm saying? What else? Like, if we're riding in groups now, that's where the danger starts to creep up now. Because if you're riding in a pack and you're trying to stay together, that's where things can start to take a turn for the worst. Because say like if there's 2-3 of you, that's not so bad, but if you're in excess of 10 bikes, that's when it starts to get crazy. Because you can have people on all different kind of bikes, powerful ones and stuff, and you know, it was flexing a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But that flexing a little bit can turn into something that is quite fatal. Do you know what I mean? So just be mindful. If you're someone who does ride in packs and stuff, just be very mindful of it. Do you know what I mean? Be very, very mindful of what's going on. Ride for yourself. Make sure you got your sat nav on that. If you get left or lost, you can carry on doing what you're doing, but then you still make it home. It's better to be lost than going home in a flipping hearse. Do you know what I mean? And it's as simple as that, guys. It's as simple as that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, bikes can be dangerous, but for those who have never ridden before or had bad experience or are trying to deter people from bikes, again, as I says, I hear you. But there's some of us out here that are here most days a week, and it's absolutely fine, it's safe. Do you know what I mean? So, anyway, that was just a bit of a segment there. I hope you enjoyed it. Send this video to anyone that is really sort of nervous about bikes and stuff. And what is your experience, guys? What was your first experience on a bike? First experience. In fact, let me segue actually. Let me quickly say something. My first experience on a motorcycle, I think it was a 125 YBR, and I was probably about 14. I had a go on this bike. My mate borrowed it. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And he says to me, "There's no front brake; it's only back brake." I knew how to drive a car, so he just told me where the controls were, told me where the back brake was. I rode it. It was just round the back of some houses. I couldn't find where the back brake was, so I ended up having to sort of jump off, ghost ride the bike, and I fell off, hurt my hand and stuff, and that was it. Never touched the bike again. And it wasn't that I was scared not to touch a bike. Bikes just wasn't really that for me. And yeah, then flipping, I don't know, like nearly 20 years later, about 20 odd years later, I had an opportunity to get my bike license, and I just went for it. And that was, you know, my first proper bike experience. Wasn't no like self-taught stuff. My first proper bike experience was going for a proper school. So for you guys that have never ridden a bike before, or you maybe had a little go and messed up and that, I advise you, go to a proper school and do proper training. Go and do your CBT, do your theory, do your mod 1, do your mod 2, go through the proper channels. I don't necessarily advise, for safety reasons, that you learn to ride yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's where the madness starts to happen, and especially if you haven't even got a car license. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to know how to ride a bike. There's a clutch, there's a throttle, there's a clutch, blah 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 blah. But to be proper trained how to, you know, position yourself, where to look, why you're looking, your timing and stuff, that's a whole different ballgame. Do you know what I'm saying? You got to learn that properly. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, family, that's the end of my little chat with you today. Let me know your experiences. What was your first experience on a motorcycle? Was you scared at first? Did people tell you don't do bikes because they're dangerous? Let me know in the comments, man. But anyway, don't forget, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. We out.